Hare Krishna, good morning. Good morning, dear friends, dear devotees. It is so nice to see so many people who are interested in chanting of the holy names of Krishna. And now we are going to discuss a little bit the glory of the holy name. We have this verse from Srimad Bhagavatam. This verse from Srimad Bhagavatam 4. 19:7, and in this verse, great sage Maitreya, he is saying to Vidura, my dear Vidura, in that great sacrifice, the entire land came to be like the milk-producing Kamadhenu, and thus, by the performance of yagya, all daily necessities for life were supplied. So it is about milk, it is about Kamadhenu cow, but it is also about holy name of Krishna, as we can see from the purport. The purport goes like this. In this verse, the word Dharma Dukha is significant, for it indicates Kamadhenu. Kamadhenu is also known as Surabhi. Surabhi cows inhabit in spiritual world, and as stated in Brahma Samhita, Lord Krishna is engaged in tending these cows, Surabhir Abhipalayantam. One can milk a Surabhi cow as often as one likes, and the cow will deliver as much milk as one requires. Milk, of course, is necessary for the production of so many milk products, especially clarified butter, which is required for the performance of great sacrifices. Unless we are prepared to perform the prescribed sacrifices, our supply of the necessities of life will be checked. Bhagavad Gita confirms that Lord Brahma created human society along with yagya, the performance of sacrifice. Yagya means Lord Vishnu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and sacrifice means working for the satisfaction of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In this age, however, it's very difficult to find qualified brahmanas who can perform sacrifices as prescribed in the Vedas. Therefore, it is recommended in Srimad Bhagavatam, Yagyai Sankirtana Prayaih, that by performing Sankirtana Yagya and by satisfying the Yagya Purusha, Lord Chaitanya, one can derive all the results derived by great sacrifices in the past. King Prithu and others derived all the necessities of life from the earthy planet by performing great sacrifices. Now, this Sankirtana movement has already been started by International Society for Krishna Consciousness. People should take advantage of this great sacrifice and join in the society's activities. Then there will be no scarcity. In Sankirtana Yagya, if Sankirtana Yagya is performed, there will be no difficulty, not even in industrial enterprises. Therefore, this system should be introduced in all spheres of life: social, political, industrial, commercial, etc. Then everything will be run very peacefully and smoothly. So here, in this verse and in this purport, Srila Prabhupada, he explains about the necessity of nourishment on the level of our gross material body, because we need this nourishment in form of nice food and vegetarian products and milk products also. And we need this spiritual nourishment of our soul, which happens when we chant holy names of Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And also many times Srila Prabhupada was saying that we really depend on cow and on milk products, in the sense that if we take milk daily, at least 1 pound, as Srila Prabhupada is saying, not so much, at least 1 pound, then it is needed to keep our brain very clean. it is important to keep brain very clean and to be able in such way to be able to understand this very subtle subject matters which we can understand when we take sattvic food and when we take milk, and which we really unable to understand if we take intoxications or meat or fish or eggs or whatever, because whatever we take, it really influences on the level of our consciousness. So here in the verse 357, is it visible or not? Okay, let's do like this. One moment. Another verse. 357. So in this verse, we can get some more information about what? About milk. Srila Prabhupada is writing here in the purport to the verse 357. The cow is most important animal for developing the human body to perfection. The body can be maintained by any kind of foodstuff, but cow's milk is particularly essential for developing the finer tissues of the human brain, so that one can understand the intricacies of transcendental knowledge. A civilized man is expected to live on foodstuffs comprising fruits, vegetables, grains, sugar, and one moment, some technical issue. One moment. Is expected to live on foodstuffs comprising fruits, vegetables, grains, sugar, and milk. The bull helps in the agriculture process of producing grain, etc., and thus, in one sense, the bull is the father of humankind. Whereas the cow is the mother, for she supplies milk to human society. A civilized man is therefore expected to give all protection to the bulls and cows. So we really depend on cow milk in the sense that it really influences on our consciousness. That's why we should not only chant Hare Krishna daily, but also we should take milk daily. It goes hand by hand. What we take, what kind of food we take, and what kind of mantra we chant. It goes like medicine and diet. Srila Prabhupada explains this in one of the purports to Bhagavad Gita, that we have this disease of material existence, or we have this skin disease. Skin disease means it is not that the situation when one's skin became red or yellow, or it became covered by some strange things. Skin disease, it means the self-identification with material body. One thinks that he is this body. Skin disease means there is material body which is covered by skin, and under the skin we know what we have under the skin, and what we have under our skin is not so much attractive, but because of the skin it looks nice, especially when someone is in his young age, then it looks nice. And in such way people can be attracted on bodily platform, they can be attracted to each other. But if you will remove the skin, then you will not be so much attracted. So skin disease means self-identification with material body. And in order to cure this disease, we have both. We have to take both. We have to take medicine. It is Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And we also have to take diet. Diet means Shri Krishna Bhagavat Prasadam, means food which is offered to Supreme Lord Shri Krishna, means fruits, vegetables, grains, sugar and milk. And milk, it is good because it helps one to understand. By mercy of mother cow, we can understand this uh, these spiritual subject matters because it influences on one's brain, and in such way we can understand something which we cannot understand. Some people, they say, we are not calves, we are not cows children, and because of that we don't have to take milk. But Srila Prabhupada has another opinion. He is saying that we should take this milk in order to be able to understand the spiritual subject matters. So nourishment goes hand by hand. Nourishment of our body and nourishment of our soul. It goes all together, and till one is conditioned soul, we should not neglect the necessities of our conditioned nature, of our gross body, of our subtle body, and we should take care of our health also. And because our spiritual life really depends on the condition of our material body. So it goes all together. And what are the effects of chanting holy names of Krishna? It is described in sacred scriptures, especially in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, which was written about 500 years ago by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. And he explains the meaning of this very important and very famous and very essential verse. Harir Nama, Harir Nama, Harir Nama Eva Kevalam. Kalo Nastyeva, Nastyeva, Nastyeva Gatir Anyatha, which means, for spiritual progress in this age of Kali, there is no alternative, there is no alternative, there is no alternative to the holy name, to the holy name, to the holy name of the Lord. Means um, we have different religious traditions, and they say, you follow our process. But Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is Yuga Avatara of the age of Kali, and he is saying what kind of spiritual process we should perform in Kali Yuga age in order to progress spiritually and in order to achieve spiritual abode. We should chant holy names of Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. There is no alternative. In this verse it is repeated 3 times. If something is repeated 3 times, it means it is really important. It is really important for 3 times. Because people usually are not so much intelligent in Kali Yuga age. So for some people it is really needed to repeat 3 times. But if we are intelligent, anyway, it is just to emphasize. It is just to show us how important it is. So we are in this atmosphere of Kali Yuga. But by mercy of holy names, this atmosphere of Kali Yuga can be neutralized. It is written here in the purport that we can neutralize the influence of this Kali Yuga atmosphere on our life by chanting holy names of Krishna. Kalir dosha nidhe rajan, astihi ko mahan gunah, kirtanat eva Krishna sya, mukta sangah param vrajet. It is from Srimad Bhagavatam, from 12th canto, 12, 3, 51. In the age of Kali, there are many faults, for people are subjected to many miserable conditions. Yet in this age there is one great benediction. Simply by chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, one can be freed from all material contamination and thus be elevated to the spiritual world, just by chanting holy names of Krishna. There is no alternative, as it is written in the verse itself. And also in Kali Santarana Upanishad, this verse is very important. That in Kali Santarana Upanishad, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra is quoted you can ask, from where did you take this Hare Krishna Mahamantra? Because we cannot find Hare Krishna Mahamantra in Bhagavad Gita, for example. There is no Hare Krishna Mahamantra in Bhagavad Gita. It is in the purports, Srila Prabhupada's purports to Bhagavad Gita, but it is not in, there is no Hare Krishna Mahamantra in Bhagavad Gita itself. So someone can ask, from where did you take this mantra? So this mantra is quoted in Kali Santarana Upanishad. And here in this Kali Santarana Upanishad, the explanation is given that these 16 names composed of 32 syllables, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, are the only means to counteract the evil effects of Kali Yuga. How can we counteract the evil effects of Kali Yuga? How Kali Yuga can enter in our life? How Kali Yuga can penetrate in our life? It will be easily penetrated in our life if we if we don't follow regulative principles. Because this sinful life of intoxications, of meat eating, of illicit sex, of gambling, it is according to Maharaja Parikshit order, it is the residence. It is the residence of Kali Yuga, of Kali embodied. It is the residence of Kali embodied in Kali Yuga age. So if one want to meet Kali embodied face to face, like we usually want to see Krishna face to face, but if one wants to see Kali embodied in his life face to face, one should just be involved in these sinful activities, which we usually avoid when we chant holy names of Krishna and when we follow four regulative principles. But if one want to feel the smell of Kali Yuga, it is quite easy to do it just by breaking these four regulative principles, and in such way one's life will become very miserable. So basically it is not recommended. It is not recommended to stop to chant holy names or to stop to follow regulative principles. It is not recommended because Kali Yuga will never make one happy. We are in material world, and if one is situated in material world, one cannot derive any happiness from his presence in material world, because material world is Dukhalayam Ashashvatam. This place is full of miseries and it is temporary place. And it means that any of our condition is also temporary. But also this material world becomes even more miserable when Kali Yuga age is started. But anyway, there is one benediction, that we can follow Yuga Dharma, and in such way we can very easily progress spiritually and achieve spiritual abode of Krishna, just by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So here in this Kali Santarana Upanishad, it is not the whole translation of the verse I read. The translation goes further. In all the Vedas, it is seen that to cross the ocean of nescience, there is no alternative to the chanting of the holy name. Again, not only in the verse Harirnama, but also in this verse from Kali Santarana Upanishad, again it is stated there is no alternative. One cannot create his own dharma. One cannot invent his own idea of meaning of life. One cannot invent. Like, for example, we have the laws of state. We have Indian law. and one cannot invent his own law because law is already there. And even if we will concoct, if we will invent some kind of law, this law will not work. It will work only in our imagination, only in our imagination, but it doesn't work in reality which is around us. If we don't have this power, if we are not in some governmental structures that create law, if we are not in these structures that create law, then we have no power to influence on this, basically. And it means what? It means the same way. Mm, Dharma sakshat tu bhagavat pranitam. It means what? It means that this dharma, these laws of universe, these divine laws are given by Supreme Personality of Godhead. Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sambhavami Yuge Yuge, he comes here in the material world, uh, each and every yuga. He comes here and he gives Yuga Dharma. He tells us what we should do in order to progress spiritually. And we cannot create our own religion. We cannot invent our own idea what should we do. Better just to accept what Supreme Personality of Godhead says us. And it requires humility. Humility means I cannot create Dharma by myself, but I accept Dharma as it is given by Parampara, as it is given by Supreme Personality of Godhead. It means he is situated on the higher position. He is situated on the higher position. And I am subordinate. Maybe I don't like that I am subordinate, but anyway, I have no choice. If I will accept my natural position that I am subordinate to Supreme Personality of Godhead and I am subordinate to the laws that He gave us, to the Yuga Dharma that He gave us, I will get benefit. If I will not accept it, then I will not be benefited. So it is my own interest to accept Yuga Dharma and to chant every day, to chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So also we have another verse in Srimad Bhagavatam. It is verse 118.6, 118.6, and in this verse it is said, the very day and the moment the personality of Godhead, Lord Shri Krishna, left this earth, the personality of Kali, another personality. One personality, we had one personality whose name is Krishna, and now another personality came, the personality of Kali, who promotes all kinds of irreligious activities, came into this world. Kali came in this world. Krishna Svadhamu Pagate, Dharma Gyanadi Bhih Saha, Kalau Nashtadrisha Misha, Puranarko Dunoditaha. Shri Krishna left this earth. And he left this earth not alone, because he came on this earth also not alone. He came with his energies, his eternal companions, his attributes, and so on and so on. So, Dharma Gyanadi Bhiksaha, not only Krishna left this planet 5,000 years ago, but also Dharma Gyanadi Bhiksaha. Dharma left this planet, and Gyana left this planet. And because of that, the darkness of Kali Yuga was everywhere. But at the same time, Srimad Bhagavatam, which is brilliant like a sun, which is brilliant, he came here on the earth, in the material world, as a replacement of Supreme Lord Shri Krishna. So if one performs Nitya Bhagavata Sevaya, Nitya Bhagavata Sevaya means to read Srimad Bhagavatam daily. If one performs this, then he has this ability to see what is around him, to see what is around him in this darkness of the age of Kali. Usually, if there is darkness, we are not able to see anything. But because of the Srimad Bhagavatam, if we read Srimad Bhagavatam, then it is like a torch for us, and we are able to see what is around us, and we are able to find this very clear and nectarian answers on the essential questions, like, for example, who am I? What is this material world about? What are my relations between myself and this material world? Who is Krishna? And what are my relationships with Krishna? And how everything is interrelated? And what should I do? And what is my goal of life? So all these answers are given in Srimad Bhagavatam, which is Amala Purana. Amala Purana means that this Purana tells us only about pure devotional service for the Supreme Person, for the satisfaction of Supreme Personality of Godhead. So we are here in this material world, and we have on this earth, at the same time, we have the personality of Kali, which is embodied in the form of meat eating, intoxications, gambling, and illicit sex. So this person is always nearby. And this smell of Kali Yuga is always nearby. And one can feel it, especially if he is engaged in these sinful activities, which is really not recommended. There is no alternative than to chant holy names in the age of Kali. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So both uh, evil tendency, evil power is presented here. Power of Kali age is presented here, and power of the holy name is presented here. Power of Srimad Bhagavatam, which is like replacement for Supreme Lord Shri Krishna for the age of Kali, is also present here. ISKCON is present here, and disciples of Srila Prabhupada are also present here. And basically, it is our choice. It is our choice under whose direction we should be living our life. It depends on us. We cannot be independent. In almost in each and every country, they celebrate Independence Day. But basically, there is no independence. We depend on Kali Yuga, or we depend on mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And better to choose Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because he is so magnanimous, he is so merciful, he is so kind. He is Radha Krishna themselves. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna, Nahi Anya. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not different from Krishna. He is not different from Srimati Radharani. And Krishna is Bhakta Vatsala. He takes care of devotees. So better to take shelter of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu, and they will be taking care of us if we are taking care of their mission. It is much more better than to trying to take shelter of Kali embodied, who is not taking care of anyone, who is just torturing everyone. He is torturing everyone. It is his character. It is his activities. So here in this purport, Srila Prabhupada writes, the personality of Godhead and his holy name, qualities, etc. are all identical. The personality of Kali was not able to enter the jurisdiction of the earth due to the presence of the personality of Godhead. And similarly, if there is an arrangement for the constant chanting of the holy names, qualities, etc. of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, there is no chance at all for the personality of Kali to enter. If one is serious with his spiritual life, what does it mean to be serious about spiritual life? It is not about just to go here and there with serious face. It is about serious approach to spiritual life. It is about taking shelter in holy names, in sacred scriptures, in the process of devotional service. If we are doing this, then we are protected. And if we are protected from Kali Yuga, from the influence of the age of Kali, of the personality of Kali, then what happens? Then we're happy and everyone is happy. Only personality of Kali is unhappy, but we don't care about this because we want to make our spiritual masters happy and we want to make Krishna happy. That is the technique of driving away the personality of Kali from the world, Srila Prabhupada is writing here. In a modernized human society, there are great advancements of material science, and they have invented the radio to distribute sound in the air. So instead of vibrating some nuisance sound for sense enjoyment, if the state arranges to distribute transcendental sound by resounding the holy name, fame, and activities of the Lord as they authorized in the Bhagavad Gita or Srimad Bhagavatam, then a favorable condition will be created, the principles of religion in the world will be reestablished, and thus the executive heads who are so anxious to drive away corruption from the world will be successful. Nothing is bad if properly used for the service of the Lord. So it is nice when holy name of the Lord is broadcasted on the radio, or as now we have this new movie about Krishna. What is the name of this movie? I forgot. Just let's see. Episode 1, Krishna, the beginning of Kurukshetra. It is video from YouTube. They started to make some new movie about Krishna, about 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. And the name of YouTube channel is NK Cinematic Studio. Maybe you have heard about this. NK Cinematic Studio, and they are using AI to produce video, to produce this movie. How Lord Shri Krishna appeared in the prison of Kamsa, in jail of Kamsa, and how he was released, and about his childhood. NK Cinematic Studio, they are engaging this AI to propagate the glory of Supreme Lord. It is so nice. It is so good. So we need such movies. We need such songs about Krishna. It is nice, and especially if these holy names are chanted by pure devotees. That's why we have different festivals of the holy names. That's why we have our Sunday programs in temples and all these things. Srimad Bhagavatam 3:29-18. A devotee should always try to hear about spiritual matters and should always utilize his time in chanting the holy name of the Lord. His behavior should always be straightforward and simple, And although he is not envious but friendly to everyone, he should avoid the company of persons who are not spiritually advanced. Hare Krishna. So here in the purport to this verse, Srila Prabhupada writes many very important things. Especially he writes here that this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, can be chanted either individually or with others. We have individual chanting, which is called japa, and we have this congregational chanting, which is called kirtan. Lord Chaitanya has given special stress to chanting of these holy names of the Lord as the basic principle of spiritual advancement. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. A lot of different advices are given here in this purport to the verse 3:29-18 regarding the character of the devotee. That's why this Bhakti Sadachara course or course of Vaishnava etiquette is very important, because it is important not only to chant holy names of Krishna, but also to behave properly. If we behave nicely, then we can get more and more mercy of Supreme Lord Shri Krishna through devotees. And if our behavior is not so nice, then it will be difficult to progress spiritually. So we chant these holy names, and by chanting these holy names, we're just trying to awake what we have in our hearts. We already have this love for Godhead in our hearts. It is not something which we get from outside. It is our own original natural state of consciousness. We're just trying to reawaken this natural state of consciousness, which is stated in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila 22:107. Nitya Siddha Krishna Prema Sadhya Kabunai Shravanadi Shuddha Chite Karaya Udai. Pure love for Krishna is eternally established in the hearts of the living entities. It is not something to be gained from another source. When the heart is purified by hearing and chanting, this love naturally awakens. So we chant holy names of Krishna. We're not trying to develop something which is not natural for us. We're just trying to revive what we already have and what we meant to be. And Srila Rupa Goswami gives very nice example about small child who is trying to walk, who is trying to learn how to walk. And this potency to walk is inside this child. He is just trying to manifest this potency. So this small child, 1-year-old child, he or she is trying to walk. Then this child falls down. Then one more attempt, and again and again and again. And this child is very determined. He is very determined. He is not saying that, oh, I just fell down, and because of that, I'm not going to try anymore to try to walk. So the same way, we should take example from these children. Children are determined to learn how to walk, and we also should be determined to learn how to chant holy names attentively. It is not like, for example, one has some failure in his spiritual life or some troubles in spiritual life, and he says, okay, it is not about me. Spiritual life is not about me. It is about someone who is really advanced. But not, no, it is about everyone. It is about everyone. We should just continue with our endeavors, and we should be determined to put our endeavors again and again. And just by seeing nice examples of devotees who already succeeded in spiritual life, also we can be much more inspired to continue to follow Yuga Dharma of the age of Kali, age of Kali, to continue to follow Yuga Dharma of the age of Kali, to continue to chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So let's be determined to follow this Yuga Dharma of Kali, because it is very nectarian and very simple process which is meant for everyone, any nationality, any gender, whatever, any um, mentality, any nationality, any gender, whatever. Anyone can chant. Anyone who has tongue, he can chant holy names of Krishna if he has tongue to chant and if he has desire and inspiration to chant. That's why we're discussing glories of the holy name, just to get a little bit more of inspiration that we already have. Hare Krishna, if you have any questions or thoughts, please share your thoughts or questions. Hare Krishna, Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Prabhuji, for giving us wonderful uh, glories of हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र. तो डिवोटीज आप में से किसी का कोई प्रश्न है तो आप हैंडल कर सकते हैं और प्रभु जी से बारी बारी से प्रश्न पूछ सकते हैं.
Niharika Tiwari. Niharika Tiwari. Please ask your question. Haribol, you can speak.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Dandavat Pranam, Prabhuji. Prabhuji,
Oh,
may I know in which
Dandavat,
book?
Dandavat. Namaste, Namaste. Namaste.
Prabhuji,
Hare Krishna.
in which book, Prabhuji, this mantra, Maha mantra has been mentioned? I could not listen properly.
Kali Santarana Upanishad.
Kali
Hello.
Sankara.
Hello.
Okay,
Mhm.
thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you
Hare
very
Krishna,
much.
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Prabhuji,
Yeah.
I am audible. Yes, yes, Prabhuji.
So what is the question? Hmm. Okay. Where is the chat? I should push here. Chat.
हरे
Okay.
कृष्ण माता जी, आप अपना प्रश्न पूछ सकते हैं. यू कैन आस्क योर क्वेश्चन. निहारिका माता जी.
Hare Krishna,
Haribol.
Prabhuji.
Yeah,
Hello.
please,
Am I
ask.
audible?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was not audible because I was asking my question, so I will repeat. Please kindly listen. Uh, So I was asking that since I am already chanting, but I have joined a job where
Uh,
people, there are people, and I am trying to, basically inspire them to read. I have given them some books of Prabhupada also, the small books,
mhm.
and I wanted to know when can I suggest them to chant, to start chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Like when is the right time to start?
Oh, very nice
Tell me.
question. Uh, what is their position now? What do they do by this moment?
Prabhuji, we are basically do academic counseling for people, and like the people, they are basically working on the computers. They have like simple lives. They do the job and they have family, and they have some types of, like there are lots of types of people. So I am looking for the very simple people who are really into reading and all. So I have given them the books, some
Ah,
small books like elevation to Krishna consciousness and stuff like that. So, uh, like when should I suggest them to start chanting? Because I'm already talking about Krishna and Bhagavad Gita whenever I get the time, like in lunch time and anytime. So
Yeah, that's why I'm asking you. So they already read these books or not?
yes, Prabhuji, they are starting to read the small books. Like they have
Okay.
already started.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. You see, it would be quite good if you will invite them on temple program in ISKCON temple, and in such way it will be much more easier to inspire someone to chant holy names if they see community of people who are chanting holy names. It will be much more effective if, in comparison, if you alone will be trying to inspire. But if they see the society of those who are chanting, it will be
Yes.
easier.
Okay, Prabhuji.
So if
Okay.
ah
Okay, Prabhuji. Actually, my office is luckily also close to ISKCON temple only, so I will encourage them then, as you
oh,
said.
very nice. It is Krishna's arrangement. It is Krishna's arrangement that you're nearby the temple. It will be
Yes,
much more
Prabhuji, I
easier,
also think so. Okay, okay, Prabhuji.
much
Okay, I
more
will do that.
much more easier. Either we use the opportunity to bring someone to Vaishnava society, or if we really have great faith in holy name, like like His Holiness Gopala Krishna Goswami Maharaj has, for example, then he can just tell you chant holy names, and everyone chants holy names just because he gives the instructions. So it is the power of uh, purity in devotion. And if we're not so much powerful, it will be easier if we will bring someone to the society of devotees. It will be much more effective. Okay, so we have some more questions in Dilip Kumar Soni, right? Dilip Kumar
Ji, ji.
Soni. Yeah.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Uh-huh.
Prabhuji, one more question, Prabhuji.
Yes, please.
Prabhuji, sometimes I think that Lord Krishna never charged anything from the Arjuna to tell the Bhagavad Gita.
Uh-huh.
But but why I have whenever I come across many advertisement, particularly from the ISKCON temple, since I belong to the ISKCON Jabalpur, they ask some money to listen the Bhagavad Gita. Why it is so?
Who is asking?
Sir, many times I have come across the many advertisement that if you want to listen the Bhagavad Gita from us, get registered and pay this much.
ISKCON advertisement.
Yeah, Prabhuji. ISKCON advertisement.
Ah,
Thereby, I sometimes I get surprised. How come it is so? Because Lord Krishna never charges anything from the Arjuna to tell the Bhagavad Gita, but still,
nice argument. Nice argument. Very good argument. uh, well, I don't know. Likely they have some expenses to organize the programs. Usually, if you organize the program, there is rent or whatever. Because of that, it depends. Brahminical principle is such that we give spiritual knowledge for free. uh, uh, at least spiritual knowledge, knowledge about pure devotional service, like Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, and so on. It should be given for free. If they charge something, likely they have some expenses to rent the place or whatever, or to cook prasadam. You can ask them why it is so. Usually it
but
is,
Prabhuji,
yeah.
sorry to interrupt, but most of the time it is on online where the prasadam expenses are not there, or even in organizing through the net,
Uh,
hardly it cost anything, or which can be. I feel that which can be managed by the management of the temple.
Sorry, I didn't understand what you are saying. Amit Kumar Prabhu, can you tell what he is saying? I don't understand.
Broji is saying that that was online program. So prasadam for cooking prasadam there is no expense, and for online meetings and all, temple management can bear that cost, like that Broji is saying.
Then you can just ask them. You can ask them. I think you have a right. You have a right to ask them in the sense that you are donating to them some amount of money, and you have a right to know how they are going to spend it. Because of that, you have a right to ask. You see, Brahminical principle is like it should be given for free, but at the same time, we should understand that it is not that everyone has Brahminical nature. It is one point. Another point, it can be charged. This payment is there just to help people to estimate this spiritual knowledge, because if someone is given for free, so in some cases people are not so much they can take it not so seriously. So if it helps someone to take knowledge seriously, and if these donations or if these payments are used in proper way in ISKCON projects or whatever, then basically it is normal. It also can be done like this. Ideally, Brahminical principle is like this, that everything is for free, but there are people who are not, who cannot take something seriously if it is given for free. So we should take this in account also. Yeah.
For clearing the
Thank
things.
you.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji, for making the things very clear to me.
You are welcome. Dilip Kumar Soni Prabhu Kijai. Hare
Yes,
Krishna.
Prabhuji.
Okay, let's
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
let's see.
Prabhuji, some questions are there in chat box.
Yeah, I'm
So can
going
we
to
take?
answer on these questions. Ruchi Singh. So many messages. OMG. Just let's check everything. Let's read everything. So many messages. Hare Krishna, Krishna. One moment. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, everything starts from the question of Ruchi Singh. While chanting, so many negative thoughts come. How to deal with this? Ruchi Singh Prabhu, for example, what kind of negative thoughts? Can you give an example? Haribol, are you here? Ruchi Singh Prabhuji, are you here? Haribol, where is he? Amit Kumar Prabhuji, ask him
Yes.
to answer. Ruchi Singh, are you here?
Hare Krishna. Yes, Mataji.
Haribol. Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, Mataji is writing, my mind is not able to focus on mantra.
Okay. Mataji is not going to speak with us. She is going to write. Okay. My mind is not able to focus on mantra. You don't worry about this because you're not alone with this problem. A lot of people experience the same. First of all, it is not so easy to control the mind. Even Arjuna tells about this in Bhagavad Gita, chapter number 6 of Bhagavad Gita. So it is absolutely normal. I mean, if there is an idea that something is not normal, something is not normal with me, it is not so, because a lot of people experience this in material world. You see, there is such practice like attunement before japa. You can use YouTube. You can find some attunements on japa sessions, attunements given by Shachinandana Swami Maharaj or Mahatma Prabhu from USA or different other devotees. It is the rule that before I chant holy names of Krishna, I should tune myself on this for this process. And how to tune? Usually they tell something about position of Krishna, about our relationships with Krishna, or what kind of mood we should be trying to develop when we chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Like this, there are different attunements, you can use it. Also, we have this book written by Mahatma Prabhu, which is called Affirmations for Japa. You can order this on Amazon. Affirmations for Japa. And many other things. And if you have got information about any Nama retreat in India, any ISKCON Nama retreat, you try to join, because it is always nice when we chant all together. And when we have someone who is experienced in chanting of the holy names, and he can give us this sambandha gyan. Who am I? Who is Krishna? How it is interrelated? What mood should be there when we chant holy names? And just find something on YouTube, some kind of attunement from someone, from any ISKCON devotee. You can listen to Shachinandana Swami Maharaj or Mahatma Prabhu, or likely you have some Indian speakers, I don't know them, sorry. But like Gaur Gopal Prabhu, likely he also explains such things. And just before chanting your rounds, you can switch on the movie, the video, just tune yourself, then chant holy names. Then if you see that again you deal with some negativity, then you just take one more attunement and you can go like this. It is possible. Also, it is recommended when we have some thoughts. We can have so many thoughts. Just don't pay attention on this. Don't pay attention. Don't take it seriously. We should take. You see, it is the whole art. It is the art to take Krishna consciousness seriously and not to take our own thoughts seriously. And we are trying to learn how to do it, because materialistic people, they usually behave in the opposite way. They take very seriously whatever their minds create, different ideas of their minds, and they don't take spiritual life seriously. But we are trying to act in the opposite way. We're trying to take spiritual life seriously, and we're trying not to take our thoughts very seriously, because these thoughts, they come and go, come and go, come and go. It is not so much important. At least during japa time, it is not so much important. And after japa, you can think about these subject matters that come in your mind. You can think about this later on, but not during the japa. Okay, let's check our chat. What we have, what questions we have here also. Neha Gupta. I just wanted to ask that if I am using a finger counter to chant, then will that number be counted towards 16 rounds? As when we are in office, then I prefer to use that counter. If to speak about how can we count this in 16 rounds or not, it is not about which device you use. Do you use Japamala or do you use this counter? It is about the quality of the chanting. If this chanting in the office is so, better not to count in these 16 rounds, because 16 rounds should be chanted nicely. And after 16 rounds, you can have some additional rounds and in some circumstances, and it can be chanted whatever. It can be chanted on Japamala or on counter. It is not so essential, but of course Japamala is better. But anyway, the idea is that these 16 rounds should be chanted nicely, and other rounds that are chanted not so nice, better not to include in this quota of 16 rounds. And of course, better not to chant holy names when you are driving the car, because it is dangerous. If there are some people between us who are doing this, you people don't do this because it is dangerous, especially in the situation of Indian traffic. Indian traffic, it is dangerous in any country, but in India especially. Which ISKCON is that Prabhuji? Can you please mention the name, or it may be fake? It is about that previous question about, yeah, because we have different groups. It can be something which is fake. Yeah, you can visit any authoritative ISKCON temple like Shri Shri Radha Parthasarathi temple, Rohini temple, Ghaziabad temple, and so on, and you can take a picture. You can take a picture of this advertisement. You can show the advertisement to them, and you can ask them, is it authoritative or not? Okay, so we have no more questions in our chat, and basically our time also is over. So I think we can stop here, right? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Prabhuji, for giving such a wonderful answer for our question. So, I'm sorry, Mr. So, we thank Prabhuji by loudly chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Lord,
Prabhuji.
Krishna
Thank
Krishna
you,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Hare, Ram Hare Ram,
for
Ram
giving
Ram
us
Hare Hare.
on